We have a really great show called Pole Positions about the relationships and drama at a pole fitness studio in America's conservative capital, Salt Lake. It's an unscripted drama, 30 minutes, real fun, and I think that'll help us. It's very unique, and when you have the backdrop of the Mormon temple back there with these girls pole dancing and all of their polyamorous affairs, it should be good TV.
I'm right in the middle of production on a movie, my very first movie. I produced a short and I produced a music video, and it's my very first movie that I produced. It's a low-budget SAG feature, and we were 8 days into an 11-day shoot, and my other co-producers are like killing me for going to be off set tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I was like, there's no way I could miss this opportunity. So, I'm working on. I drove over here. I'm working in the car. I'll be working tonight. I'll be working tomorrow morning. I'll be working at lunch. But hey, couldn't miss this opportunity.
Just to meet, to meet people and develop contacts, and just to gain as much knowledge as I can about the industry. Like today in our meetings, I already learned some valuable things, and I've already met a bunch of great people. So I'm excited to be here. It's an honor.
I just want to meet people, find out what's going on in the business, the new trends that are about to take place, and just meeting connections, because every time I place in a film festival, I want to keep people abreast of what I'm doing so that if any opportunities open up, then people will look at me.
Since I do original reporting and it's usually news oriented, what I'm trying to learn here is how to translate that into reality programming. And I have several ideas that I'd like to pitch to see if that will work, and I think they will.
At the conference this year, I hope to just meet as many people as possible to get the word out about Garden Girl TV, and hopefully, inspire other people to keep passing it along to other people and get as many people to see it as possible.
I'm pitching myself, because once you get me, you get the content that I will provide, because my mission as a producer is to produce content that pushes the envelope of creativity while challenging the human spirit. So my content will be across the board. So I don't want to pitch one particular thing and it might not fit that particular network or that particular agent or whatever, but I'm gonna just pitch myself and hopefully develop a relationship with the executives here.
I'm actually interested in a lot of the new media things, because that's something that I'm not familiar with and I want to learn. I'm a writer, and there's a world out there, the internet, that I could write for, and I don't know a lot about it, so I'm very, very interested in that.
I'm here more to learn. I'm only 26, so I feel like I'm here more to learn about the business end. So far on television, I've been much more in production. I started out more in news, now I'm more in programming, production, also news as well, so it's kind of a good mix where I'm at with Sportsnet. But I'd like to find out more about like development of TV and kind of what the execs do and how one would go about getting to that position, that level.
I'm hoping to learn more and maybe hopefully enhance my position in the network. And also, like, my background was actually in on-air production for promos, and now it's kind of interesting to see, like, television and internet merging or converging, and I like to be part of that front and pioneer that effort and move it forward for our industry. Yeah.
ESPN is sponsoring it with, clearly there are some sessions that are very appropriate, syndicating video content, which we started doing with AOL for the first time. That was a big news story. And then there's, I think, monetizing and social networking. Questions that we're asking the industry from an ad sales perspective are still, content questions. So, there's an area where the two come together, and that's where I'm interested in making sure that I can cover both sides, because, it's all under the same umbrella.
I do have specific ideas. I think it's a little premature for me to pitch at this point, but I am doing research in terms of figuring out how the market is and how I can sort of strategize for these ideas that I have. And then I think that it will help me to also to find good contacts in order to help me to move those projects forward. So I think for me personally, it's also just about, since I've been working independently, I'm really interested in looking at how I can move into TV documentary as well. So.
Most importantly, actually, about this is that I want to be able to sort of gain more insight about the current trends in television. Things are changing so fast and so radically, and I just want to take the bull by the horns and be able to formulate my business plan, sort of more in the now, rather than relying on past knowledge and experience.
This is more for like a learning experience for me and networking. I'm interested in television writing and production, so I really am looking forward to the panels discussing, for instance, Gossip Girl and a 360 development media platform, seeing how a show goes from television to online media, mobile, and everything, and also the content day when they're going to have a number of people and executives from Fox, from the television shows. I'm really looking forward to the master classes with Chuck Lorre of 2.5 Men and Big Bang Theory. And there's going to be several writers from Fringe and Heroes, so I think like Thursday is going to be a really big day for me.
I guess like most people, I'm here to network, expand my base of contacts and obviously learn something. I feel like you can never stop learning, going back to the whole educational theme. So I'm sure this will be a good education in terms of me learning more about the industry, learning more about new technologies, about, more of the new media that's happening right now. So, it's an education for me, and a chance to hopefully, get my ideas out there.
I'd like to come out trying to figure out how to get representation. I want to talk to writers who are writing the kind of genre that I write, mainly science fiction, and see who represents them and how they got their representation. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I could talk to people at talent agencies and see if they'd be interested in representing me.
I'm trying to keep an open mind because I really know so little about the industry. It's more important that I actually learn about things than I try to pretend that I'm capable of developing a real strategy at this point. But yeah, I'm trying to find people who are interested in documentaries. The show's a mixture of a documentary and a fight show, so it's weird to try to find the right balance between those two venues to see who would be really interested in it.
I developed a project. It's with the Ladies Who Launch Foundation. It's a national organization that helps women start businesses. And the name of the project is Her Bottom Line is not just business, ... It's personal. And it focuses on, it's a docu-series about women who have started their own business and just the different world that a woman goes through when they're trekking through the entrepreneur route. Women start businesses for different reasons than men. Men start, they want the money, they want the fame, they want the competition. Women start business for passion. And that's something that when the show finally gets picked up, people will see. So I'm excited about it and passionate about the project and just excited that I'm given this opportunity to pitch to so many notable names.
Just to better network with all my fellows as well as all the other attendees of the LA TV Fest, and just to meet with all the different industry executives and learn as much about them and network.
For me, the web community, the sort of high quality, professional quality content creators are sort of few and far between. So it's more just about networking and getting to know the distribution sites and getting to know the people sort of behind those sites. But I do have some sort of a web video narrative concepts kind of percolating.
We have the Writers Fellowship, which helps animation and live action writers become a part of the Nickelodeon family. Taking the development path, I was looking for something a little bit more structured toward building my skills as executive, and this program offered me the opportunity to do that, so I could bring something back to Nickelodeon as well as look at other opportunities for my career path.